Hello, health heroes from This Is Our Shot and Vacuna Teya. My name is Dr. Brian Prystowsky, and I'm here today to share with you 5 secrets on how to talk to 12 to 15-year-olds about the COVID-19 vaccines. Remember that this age group has children that are between the ages of 7th to 10th grade. So it's a little bit different than the vaccine eligibility for 16 and over, where the parents are still quite involved. And 30% of parents, by a recent Kaiser Family Foundation survey, actually say that they're ready to give their kids a vaccine, get them to a vaccine appointment as soon as possible. And another 18% say that if the school made it mandatory, they would vaccinate their kids, which is a pretty good proportion of people. So I'm actually pretty optimistic, and I hope you are too. So 5 secrets, on how to talk to 12 to 15-year-olds. I just actually came back from a health fair where several 12 to 15-year-olds got vaccinated. And the first secret that I'm going to share with you is to be personal and be real. This group of kids actually has been through a lot this last year, and they were scared, a lot of them, in the same kind of way that we were initially before we really understood what we were getting into and really understood the data. And people like when you can tell your story about what helped you decide that it was a good idea to get vaccinated. And a lot of the kids really resonated with that when I told them what helped me decide that I wanted to get the Pfizer vaccine. And don't be weird. I know a lot of people are afraid to talk to this age group, but being personal really helps. Number 2, be kind. Remember that this last year, this age group of kids had to be doing their normal day-to-day school remotely. And it was a rough year for them, particularly with socialization and mental health. And as an adult who did not have to necessarily be sidelined for the same reasons that a 12 to 15-year-old would have to be, just be understanding that it was a tough year for them. And a lot of them will respond well to your kindness. Number 3, be honest and accurate, particularly about side effects with the vaccines. A lot of this age group has read quite a bit on the internet about side effects, and a lot of them were worried about the first 48 hours. So again, kind of part of that first section of being personal about your own experience, but it's okay to be honest and not lie to 12 to 15-year-olds. They're actually pretty smart. Number 4, be positive and encouraging. There's a lot of reasons to get vaccinated these days. I feel like some people don't always get vaccinated for the same reasons that I got vaccinated, but like incentives. And these days, with regard to incentives for this age group, you might be able to go to a baseball game, you might be able to go to a concert, you might be able to go to some sort of group gathering with their friends that previously wasn't available. And that alone may be an incentive. For parents, a lot of them want to travel, and it's much easier to travel if you're vaccinated when you don't have to get tested in advance. So being positive and encouraging about some of the advantages of getting vaccinated, I think still resonate with them just as much as it resonates with other adults. And lastly, number 5, be hopeful. I think that this pandemic has been a really hard year, and I feel like we have a lot to look forward to. And so do these kids in the same age group, particularly with the fall coming up where they're going to have school like they didn't have last year. And being able to know that you're vaccinated makes you a superhero. And I think a lot of kids like to know that, so that they don't have to be scared about coronavirus disease in the same way that we as adults were over the last year. So I hope that helps. And this is a tough age group sometimes to relate to, but I do feel like being personal, being kind, being honest and accurate, being positive and encouraging, and being hopeful will be helpful for you with your vaccine building confidence discussions. This is Brian Prystowsky for This Is Our Shot and Vacuna Teya.